Alright, am I on camera? Yeah, kind of. Alright, guys. Welcome to spinning class. It's Wednesday, April 9th. And hopefully my phone angle lets you see what I'm doing, because I've actually taped it to the post out here. It's pretty windy, so hopefully you're on your bike, and we're just going to take a few minutes to get warmed up. Really light resistance right now, just let those legs spin. It got pretty hot today, a little sample of summer weather, but the wind has definitely switched to the north, so I think we'll be cooling off here pretty quick. Let's just go ahead and sit up tall in the saddle and roll the shoulders a few times, open up the chest. Let's bring the hands behind the back, open the chest even farther. And then just keep going. We'll stay tall in the saddle for about another 30 seconds, and then we'll start gradually dialing up that resistance. We're going to do 3 10-minute sets tonight. The first set will be a climb set, the second set will be speed, and the third set kind of a rolling terrain in and out of the saddle set. So that's what's in store. Get yourself ready to go mentally as well as physically. So let's go ahead and add a quarter turn. That still should not be your flat road yet. We should be on about a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. Pretty light resistance still. Well, it's definitely a nice day to get outside, even if it was a little toasty. A little bit windy. Alright, let's do a little surge here. Just speed it up for about 10 seconds, and then we're going to add more resistance. Alright, add another quarter turn. Well, last Wednesday, I rode my bike over here, which I did this week as well. And last Wednesday on my trip home on 112th Street, I rolled up behind 2 T-Rexes walking down the street. It's pretty fun to see those kind of things. So, and from what I've heard, it sounds like they're making additional appearances once in a while. So, gotta have some fun. All right, let's do another surge. Another quarter turn. If you're not at your flat road, get there now, because that's where we should be. So, moderate pedal pressure, but very sustainable. Try to find your baseline RPM around 90 or whatever that baseline is that you can sustain for literally if you're out riding on a flat road. You've got a lady riding laps around the shopping center on a recumbent bike. I've seen her around here several days, so people are getting out. Alright, let's look at that, work on that pedal stroke a little bit. Scrape some mud off your shoes. Go ahead and use both legs, both feet. Just emphasize that bottom part of the pedal stroke. And then start pulling up. Emphasize that part of the pedal stroke. kick across the top. And then just stomp. Even it out. Now we got 1 more minute on that flat road before we jump into our first set. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Got several different hand positions. You can do the right with the hands in the upright position. Small bull horns, drops, or arrow. The only time you really want to use the big bull horns is when you're out of the saddle. Alright. Got about 20 more seconds. Turn harder out of the saddle. Try to stay at 70 RPM if you can. In other words, you don't want to lose more than about 20 RPM from your baseline. Keep your core engaged, shoulders relaxed. Your rear end is toward the nose of your saddle so that your body weight is over your crank, over your pedals, so it can be the most effective. Stay with it. All right, we're going to sit down in 3, 2, 1. Sit your hips down, keep pedaling, stay at this resistance. We are not going to go back to the flat road till we're through this whole 10-minute set, just to give you a little heads up. You're welcome to do so if you need to. All right, 30 seconds, some more seconds here, and then we're going to make it steeper. There will be some up and down. We're not just going to keep getting steeper over 10 minutes. Don't panic. All right, quarter turn harder, up again. 1 minute out of the saddle. Light touch on those handlebars. Try bringing your hands into the little bull horns into position 1. See what that does to your core, how your core has to work harder. You've got a more narrow base of support at the front end of your body. Your knees are pulling up toward the handlebars. Use in both directions on that pedal stroke, up and down. All right, we're going to go sit down in 3, 2, 1, seated climb. Bikers out tonight. Got 2 more riding by out here. Alright. In 10 seconds, The hill is going to get less steep. Alright, half turn easier. So you're still on a slight incline. You are not on your flat road, but legs should have a lot more freedom to go now. A lot less resistance. If you find yourself drifting back to 90 RPM pretty easily here, take it a quarter turn harder. You probably weren't really at your flat road earlier, so adjust for that. You should be about 80 RPM though, about 10 RPM slower than your flat road. Stay with it. We're almost to the halfway point of the set. About 20 more seconds, we'll be halfway through. Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Half turn harder, out of the saddle. So you're 3/4 of a turn higher than your flat road, harder than your flat road. Think of your legs as pistons, pumping up and down. Pull up, push down, pull up, push down. Come on, you can do this. Alright, we're going to sit back down in 3, 2, 1. Try to keep your resistance where it is. As long as you can stay above 60 RPM. Scoot those hips back, get your glutes engaging more, get a little more power out of those big glute muscles. Come on, you can do it. Stay strong here. This is building leg strength. All right, 10 more seconds here. Quarter turn easier, back out of the saddle. So now you're a half turn harder than your flat road. Got less than 3 minutes in this set. You can do it. Come on. All right, 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to do the final ascent. Last 2 minutes of this 10-minute set. All right, sit down, add a quarter turn back in. Load up those legs. You'll get some recovery. You'll get to spin them out like crazy on the next set. So get that muscle work in now. Keep that muscle tension high. Bike tension high. going to stand up in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, out of the saddle. Stay strong. We've got potentially 2 more increases in resistance if you can handle it. Try to do at least 1. All right. Add another quarter turn. Make it steeper. Come on. Driving with those legs. All right, got anything left? Crank it up now. Come on. 20 seconds. 15. Come on. You'll get some recovery here. 10. 3, 2, 1. Full turn easier. That should take you back to your flat road. We're pretty close. All right, just sit up. You got 2 minutes here to recover and get recalibrated. Grab a drink. Hopefully you've got water within reach. Let's open the chest, stretch out open up the shoulders and chest here. And relax those hands back to your thighs. And feel them working. And whenever you're ready, find your handlebars again. Alright, another minute of recovery. So in this next 10 minutes, we aren't changing the resistance at all. It's just a big, long stretch of flat road, and we're just going to throw in some surges. The surges are actually what gets your heart rate up. Sometimes more so than the hills. The hills get the muscles really feeling it, but it may not get the heart rate up as much. It's that fast turnover that really raises your heart rate. So find your preferred hand position for this. Probably the uprights or position 1 here in the middle. Alright, let's go 10 RPM faster. Come on, hold on. RPM. Try to dial it in. "15 seconds. All right, 10 more RPM for 15 seconds. So 110. And then dial it back to 90. Gradually decelerate. Find that 90. Stay there for 45 seconds. About scraping mud off your shoes. Use those hamstrings. All right, at 10 RPM again. It stabilizes your hips if you can engage your inner thighs gently. So imagine as you've got a ball between your legs and you're trying not to let it fall out. Right around 100 RPM. Go, go, go. Come on, just stay steady. Fast but steady. Alright. 10 RPM faster. We're going to go 20 seconds this time. So you're at 110 or again 20 above your baseline. Alright, accelerate back down to your baseline. Accelerate again in 3, 2, 1. Let's go 15 RPM faster this time. So 105. Think about being precise in your cadence. See if you can stay on that. Find that number and stay on it. Whatever that number is, try to hold it. Instead of going all over the place. Be a lot more efficient. All right, 15 more seconds. Then we're going to take it faster, but we're also going to come up out of the saddle. So that's a tough transition, coming up out of the saddle when we're already going fast. Try to be smooth. In 3, 2, 1, and go. My bike's on uneven ground. Five seconds, come on. All right, sit down and dial it back to 90. Good job. So if you had a bike that didn't have any gears, that you were stuck in a single gear all the time, this is what it'd be like, in a way. Actually, in many ways, because the other thing with what they call a fixed gear bike is that you can't, as long as the wheels are moving, the pedals are going to turn. So, all right, let's go 15 RPM faster again. 105. And dial in that speed. It's managing your energy level throughout the workout. So we're not trying to go as fast as we possibly can each time we speed up. We're trying to hit a target. So try to be at 105 if your baseline is 90. just adjust accordingly if needed. All right, 10 seconds. We're going to come out of the saddle again. And go. 20 seconds out of the saddle. Come on, you got this. Hopefully your bike's more stable than this one. Come on, come on. 5 more seconds. All right. Dial it back to 90. If you have a heart rate monitor, it's a good time to take a look at it, see what's happening. All right, we're heading into our last 2-minute segment of this 10-minute interval. Speed it back up. Let's try to just go as fast as you can now. About 20 RPM faster. Something that you can hold. So don't spin it up real fast and then fade away right away as well. Fast as you can and sustain it. Come on, you got this. Got 20 more seconds. In the last minute, we are just going to gradually decelerate 5 RPM at a time. So, get ready for that. Now notice where you are right now. All right, 5 RPM slower, just 5. Come on, just dial it in. 5 RPM slower. Very subtle. RPM slower. And then back down to baseline. Alright, and just hold your baseline now. We're going to take about a minute here and then move into some rolling hills. If you need to slow down for a minute here, this is the time to do it. Grab a drink, sit up, and get the back straightened up, shoulders open. Sorry, we're going to start this next set with what I call a run-up. So it'd be like we're coming up on a hill, so we're going to try to speed up leading into it, try to carry some speed into the hill. So go ahead and add 10 RPM. So if you're at 90, go to 100. And then add a quarter turn. See if that slows you down. If that takes you back to 90, try to hold 90. And think about pulling as much as you're pushing. So if I I could turn my phone around and you guys could see how people are driving through here. It's kind of entertaining. All right. So same resistance, we're going to come out of the saddle, do some jumps, take it back down, up, down, transition right in that pedal stroke, up, down, up, down, up, down, one more time, up, and down. So stay here. Crank those motors. All right, keep going. So we're going to hit a steeper hill in about 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Quarter turn harder, come up again. Legs turn into pistons. Push and pull. Keep that core engaged. That's your bridge between your ribs and your hips. Legs got to have some solidness in the hips to have something to pull against. Keep going, come on. Getting near the top of the hill. Don't let up now. In fact, let's try to accelerate a little bit. Push all the way over the top. Go, go, go. 3, 2, 1. 3/4 of a turn easier. All right. Legs are flying downhill. All right, find that flat road. And that baseline RPM again. So we're going to do another run up on another hill, but this hill will be steeper right from the get-go. Alright, so start accelerating. Getting a run on that hill. Five seconds, we're going to hit the hill. 3, 2, 1. Half turn harder. Out of the saddle. Keep going, you got this. Halfway through this last set. All right, in about 10 seconds, the hill is going to level off. We'll still be climbing, just not as steep. 3, 2, 1. Quarter turn easier. Sit back on the saddle. Keep going. to come in and out of the saddle again. Go ahead and come up. Down, a little shorter intervals now. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Last time up. And down. All right, hold it here. Got less than 3 minutes. Make it count. Come on. All right, quarter turn easier. A little flat section. Now get your speed back. And we're going to run up on one more hill. And we saved the steepest one in this set for the last. Alright, let's start accelerating, kind of running into this hill, get a little run up going. And when you take it harder, try to go 3/4 to a full turn harder if you can. Do what you can do. Here we go. Out of the saddle. So I feel like you're slogging in mud. Keep the shoulders relaxed. You reach your hips back towards your seat. It gets the glutes in the game. Use your big bull horns at this point. Just notice what your back tells you. Come on, keep pulling those knees toward the handlebars. Last minute, come on. What have you got left? Finish strong, you're almost there. Alright, it's going to get less steep. Just need to go faster. Quarter turn easier. Pick up the speed. You can smell the finish line. Come on. All right, another quarter turn easier. And really go. 15 seconds. Come on. Go, go, go. Come on. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Dial it way back. Good work. Nice job. Whew. All right. It's easy pedaling now. You made it. Great work. Make sure you grab a drink, you're hydrating. Hopefully you're hydrating all day. So that'd be a question to ponder. Is it easier to stay hydrated when you're at home, or is it harder? I've heard both perspectives. And people who work in jobs where and my sister's a teacher, and she's always saying how she didn't want to drink a whole lot during the day because she never gets enough time to go to the bathroom. And then, so she probably can drink more right now. And other people who are used to having a water bottle at their desk, and they're in this, real structured workspace every day, that drinking becomes part of that, and then they get out of that structured workspace and it gets harder. So observe what your situation is and see what you can do. Alright, let's bring the hands behind the back, open the chest and shoulders. Got to keep those legs going a little longer. We want to keep that blood getting pumped back to the heart. Bring the hands to the front, press the hands forward, drop your chin towards your collarbones, and then reach everything up. Stretch up tall, and just alternate reaches up toward the ceiling. Bring your arms down. Let's just pull one arm across. Open it up. Let's get the other side. And then release from there. Do a few pedal strokes with your toes going up and down just to move your ankles. Definitely don't want to do this the whole class, but right now it's fine. You want to get Charlie horses in your calves at night. Try a whole class doing that and see how your legs do at about 3 o'clock in the morning. It won't be fun. Alright, slow it down even farther. Go ahead and come out of the saddle. We'll just do some slow, easy turns. We'll get back on the bike on Saturday morning at 8:30, and it'll be 45 minutes of spinning and then 15 minutes of leg, core, glute, maybe some upper body. We may get some shoulder stuff in this week. Alright, so one leg in front, one in back. Let your heels sink down. Let your hips come towards your handlebars. And then switch your front leg. And go around a couple more times, and then we're going to dismount. Do the rest of the stretches off the bike. So go ahead and grab one leg. Push the foot into the hand into the foot. And we're thinking about some ideas of how we can maybe get back together when the stay-at-home order is allowed to end or expire or whatever. Let's go ahead and cross that leg over. Now somebody was asking if we thought we could do a yoga class in the parking lot because we could spread out, which we could spread out, but like I said, if I had that phone turned around where you guys could see people flying through here, it's probably not a good option, unfortunately. But I am trying to think of some ways where, like yoga classes and stuff, we could maybe do them outside once we get back in, because I think they'll probably still have a limit on group size for a while of 10, and probably still want us to be 6 feet apart. And our little yoga room, you get about 5 or 6 people in there, and it's hard to maintain that space. So if you guys can think of any place to go in a few weeks, shoot me an email. Think outside the box. Alright. I guess we're calling this workout outside the box right now, so I'm taking our workouts outside the box. Might as well see what else we can do. Reach back with those hips. Alright, hamstring stretches, so either on the frame of the bike or on the seat. Just press your chest towards your thigh. Switch sides. And we'll finish with a little pull with our hips and stretch our shoulders and our spine. And then release, take a big breath in. Exhale it out one more time. Sweep the hands up. And relax. Have a great rest of your day. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for one of our classes.